Why your cat watches you sleep. Your cat has been staring at you while you sleep. And I'm about to tell you exactly what that means. And it's not what you think. So let me ask you something. Have you ever woken up in the middle of the night, felt like someone was watching you, looked around the room, and it's just your cat? Sitting there, still, eyes wide open, staring directly into your soul? Yeah, that's not normal. Or maybe it is. But either way, you deserve to know what's actually going on inside that tiny, fluffy, slightly evil brain of theirs. Let's start with the obvious question. Why would any creature choose to watch someone sleep? That's kind of creepy when you think about it. Humans don't do that. At least not the ones we want to keep around. But cats? Cats do it all the time. And the reason is a lot more interesting than you'd expect. Here's the thing people don't realize. Cats are not lazy. They are strategic. They operate on a system that goes back thousands of years before they were living in our apartments, eating fancy food from little ceramic bowls. In the wild, cats had to survive. They had to hunt, they had to protect themselves, and most importantly, they had to know when danger was coming. So when you go to sleep, something changes in the room. You stop moving, you stop talking, you stop being you for a while, and your cat notices that immediately. To them, you going unconscious is a bit of an event. It changes the energy, and so they watch. But that's just the start of it. The number one reason cats watch you sleep is actually protection. And I know that sounds backwards because you're 3 times their size, but hear me out. Cats, even indoor cats, still have this deep instinct to guard their group. In the wild, sleeping is the most dangerous thing you can do. You're not aware, you're not moving, you're completely open to attack. So in a cat's mind, when their person falls asleep, that person becomes vulnerable. And some cats genuinely feel responsible for keeping an eye on things while you're out. Think about that for a second. Your cat, who acts like it doesn't care about you when you're awake, turns into a tiny, furry bodyguard the moment you close your eyes. There's something beautiful about that. A little bit weird, but mostly beautiful. Now, the second reason is a little less poetic. Cats are creatures of routine, like obsessively so. If you've ever been 5 minutes late feeding your cat, you know what I'm talking about. They're tracking your schedule constantly. And sleeping is a big part of your schedule. Your cat knows when you go to bed. They know roughly when you wake up. And some cats sit there watching you because they are literally waiting for you to get up. They're not being creepy. They're just early. Very, very early. This also explains why cats sometimes wake you up by staring at you until you open your eyes. It's not magic. It's science. Humans are sensitive to being watched, even in light sleep. We evolved that way too. So when your cat locks eyes on your face for long enough, something in your brain picks up on it and goes, "Hey, something's looking at me." And you wake up. Your cat didn't need to meow, didn't need to jump on you, didn't need to knock anything off the nightstand. They just stared you conscious. Incredible, honestly. Now here's where it gets really interesting. Some cats don't just watch you sleep. They watch you sleep from the same spot every single night. And that behavior is called territory anchoring. Your cat has mentally mapped your home. They know every corner, every piece of furniture, every weird smell. And they have specific spots where they feel in control, where they can see the most, where they feel safest. When they choose to watch you from that spot, they're doing it from a place of power, like a little general on a hill, surveying the land. And you, sleeping in your bed, are part of their territory. That's not an insult. That's actually the highest compliment a cat can give you. You're theirs. You're part of their world. They include you in their mental map of everything that matters. Which brings me to the third reason, and this one surprised me when I first learned it. Cats watch you sleep because it calms them down. Your breathing, when you sleep, becomes slow and rhythmic. And cats pick up on that. There's actual research suggesting that cats can sense changes in heart rate and breathing. And that slow, steady rhythm you have when you're asleep, it has a calming effect on them. It's like white noise for a cat. Watching you, listening to you breathe, feeling your warmth, it makes them feel safe and regulated. So while you thought they were watching you like some kind of tiny predator waiting for the right moment, they're actually sitting there going, "Ah, yes, my human is peaceful. I can relax now." But let's talk about something people get wrong all the time. A lot of cat owners assume that if their cat watches them sleep, it means something is wrong. Like maybe the cat is sick or stressed or sees something in the room that we can't. And while yes, behavioral changes can sometimes point to health issues, most of the time, a cat watching you sleep is completely normal. It's social behavior. It's bonding behavior. It's just what cats do. The real alarm bell is the opposite. If your cat suddenly stops sleeping near you, stops following your routine, stops engaging with you at all, that's when you pay attention. A cat that's curious and present is a cat that feels connected to you. And here's something almost nobody talks about. Not all cats do this. The cats that watch their owners sleep tend to be the cats with a stronger bond to that specific person. If you got a cat that tracks your sleep, that cat has chosen you. It has specifically decided that you are worth watching over. And for a creature that pretends it doesn't care about anything, that's actually kind of a big deal. There's also a practical side to all of this. Cats are crepuscular by nature. That means they're most active at dawn and dusk, not fully nocturnal, not fully daytime animals. So in the middle of the night, when you're deep asleep, your cat might actually be in one of their active windows. They've done their thing, they've eaten, they've run around, and now they're winding down. And the most interesting thing in a room at that point, you're the entertainment. You make noises when you sleep. You move around. Sometimes you talk. Sometimes you do something funny, and the cat just sits there watching like it's the best show they've ever seen. So here's the full picture. When your cat watches you sleep, here's what might be going on. They could be guarding you because some ancient part of them still thinks that's their job. They could be waiting for you to wake up because they are extremely punctual when it comes to breakfast. They could be calming themselves down using your breathing as a kind of sleep soundtrack. They could be bored and you're the only thing moving slightly. Or they could just love you in that specific cat way where they won't say it out loud, but they will absolutely stare at your sleeping face for 45 minutes to prove it. The truth is, having a cat that watches you sleep is not something to worry about. It's something to appreciate. Because in cat language, attention is affection. Presence is love. Sitting with you, even when you don't know they're there, is their version of saying, I've got you. Just maybe don't think about it too hard at 3 a.m. when those eyes are glowing in the dark. If you want to know more about the weird, fascinating things cats do and why they do them, subscribe. There's a lot more where this came from.